What's up, you guys? It's D, and we are back with Undusted Letters from the Past. So, we're going to continue and finish up Undusted. We are going to get into chapter 3 and 4. I actually don't know if 3 and 4 are the last chapters of this game. We're just going to get into it because I want to know what happens, honestly. So, he ended off cleaning the digital camera from the last chapter, which in the end we figured out that the mom seemed to have also had, or not also, but she seems to have regrets about something from the past. And yeah, so we're just gonna, hopefully we'll be able to like figure out the full story of everything by the end of this. All right, chapter 3, what she dreamed of, where that dream now resides. Gonna clean the fountain pen. Only Mom's room was left. Holding the old doorknob, I felt as if I were about to meet Mom herself after all this time. Her room was filled with boxes, all neatly labeled and sorted by purpose. Somehow it seemed like she knew she wouldn't be coming back. One box in particular caught my eye. Things I couldn't throw away. This box contained many trophies that I had never seen before. So I'm assuming these are her mom's trophies from writing. But where did she get all of these from? I really don't know anything about Mom. Maybe this was what she was talking about from like university, how maybe writing wasn't just her hobby, it was something she really wanted to be her like work before. This looks exactly like the symbol I saw on the teacup. And maybe like the way she was telling Adora was that just because people say you're talented doesn't mean that it's gonna get you anywhere. Maybe that's what happened to her mom. And that's kind of sad. Like I understand like where her mom was coming from, but it's also like, even if it's happened to you, like you shouldn't project that kind of thing to your kids. If anything, be the reason that they want to, be the reason that they keep pursuing what they're gonna pursue because you support them and want them to actually achieve it. You know what I mean? Oh my god, it's such a pretty thing. It's so pretty. It's a trophy, isn't it? It's such a pretty trophy. Oh my god. That's what I'm assuming now, is that the mom wanted to be a writer. She wanted to pursue writing for her career, but then it didn't work out. And that's why I think she projected onto Adora that just because someone says you're talented doesn't mean is like meaningless. You know what I mean? And that's kind of, it's like I get it, you know, that's what happened to you, but at the same time that shouldn't be why you lash out at your kid like that. And don't, like, you know, like, I get it, you don't want them to be in the same situation you were in. Like, I would never want my kids to be in a situation where they experience something that, like, broke them, like how it broke me in my life. But you also have to remember that your kids' lives are their own to, like, live and experience also. And if anything, be the kind of parent that you wish you had to support you and push you through what you wanted to do, kind of thing. Like, I will always want my kids to do what makes them happy. It's, like I said, it's good, it's their life, you know. Like, I want them to be able to do what makes them happy, what they enjoy, and if it doesn't go how they want, that's okay. Like, life is about living it and experiencing things, and those experiences shape you to where you be in your own life. And it's like, and that's because my life is my life. What I have experienced and gone through is not going to be exactly the same as what my future kids or what my kids are going to go through. So they have to you just have to let them live their life and be the kind of parent be the parent that you want to be towards them, in a way where, for me, it's like I want to support them in everything. I want to be the kind of parent where they can be like, hey, like, I want to do this, or hey, I'm gonna do this, or like, you know, and I will fully support them and be like, hey, you know, like, if you're happy, if this is what you want to do, go for it. I will support you. If it doesn't go wrong, if it goes wrong, if something happens, I'm gonna still support you. We'll figure something out. And if you want to do something else down the line, hey, like, you know, I'm still gonna support you. Whatever, like that. Like, you know, like, that's the kind of parent I want to be for my kids. As long as they're happy, as long as I can be a parent to them in a way where they know they'll have my support and I will accept them in anything, then yeah, that's what I want for my kids. That's what I want for my kids. Okay, where's the last bits? There you go. I was like cleaning everything, trying to be like, okay, where's everything? Because I didn't press tab, and I was like, I'm close. Dad, what's that? A trophy? Yep, I got this for winning first place in math competition. Cool, huh? Wow, does mom know? Well, there's no way you wouldn't show her something this cool. Of course she knows. I bragged about it all the time. But then she'd look at me with that sullen look and bring the box. The box? Adora, how about a snack? We have cheesecake. Dad, don't change the subject. Oh, a trophy I had never seen before. Writing competition first place, Lily Mayer. It has the same symbol as a teacup. I'm assuming the teacup is the same kind of like trophy or reward that from the competition. So this was the box that Dad had mentioned. So I took out a few trophies and read their plates. School writing competition winner, youth short story competition excellence award, novel contest first place, all for Lily Mayer. These accolades demonstrated how much she had achieved, and they were proof of the dream mom once had. She was talented enough to win all these awards. Why didn't she pursue writing as a career? And why did she stop me from chasing my dreams so badly? One after another, thoughts endlessly flowed through my mind. What she dreamed of. Our last moment. Oh my god, it's a typewriter. I'm assuming this is like before Adora like leaves. Things were never the same after mom threw away my cassette tape. I couldn't pretend that nothing had happened. This animosity persisted after high school. As I left home to study music at a distant university, I told myself I wouldn't call her until I had succeeded. Back then, I believed that once I graduated university, success would easily find its way to me. However, just as mom had warned, the world was much colder than I had thought. Awards and words of praise became more and more meaningless. I further drifted from success. The more I avoided calling mom, I could already hear what she'd say. That's why I told you to stop. I told you it'd be a waste of time. I wasn't ready to hear those words to my face. Even after I had to change my phone number, I couldn't bring myself to call her. After some time, I received an unexpected call from my aunt. Mom had passed away. It's like, I thought I'd be able to call her anytime I wanted. But I didn't have the courage to. That would mean I'd have to admit that she was right all along. It's like, it's crazy because she couldn't call her mom or talk to her because she didn't want to hear her mom say, I told you so. And because of that, like, she ended up not calling her, not talking to her, and then her mom passed. But I also understand how much it affected her because when you want to do something that you enjoy and something where your parents don't really are like worried that it's not going to work out for you, it's how do I explain it? It's like rough. When I applied to college, I applied to study music. And I understand where Adora is coming from, because when I had applied and I got in for music, I would get comments from my parents about how I shouldn't do music because it's not gonna get me anywhere. And at the time, I decided to change my major to something else because I had listened to specifically what my dad had was saying, that it's not gonna get me anywhere. This is pretty much like what Adora's mom had said, and it was true what had happened, that Adora had got all these awards with music, got all these like things, but in the end she didn't get anything. And a part of me does sometimes wish I tried to do music still and see what happened, but then I'm also like, I'm happy with where I am now, because if I did take it, I probably wouldn't be in the situation where I am right now, or wouldn't be who I am today if I did choose music. It's not like I don't like music, it's not that I would never, music is something that I'm very attached to. I listen to music every day, I listen to music a lot of the time, and it's something that helps me or like comforts me, also like how Adora said like music comforts her. And playing music also like is something, is like kind of like when I play video games. It's a way for me to escape, it's a way for me to express what I'm feeling or thinking without saying anything. And I still play music, I still play guitar, I still I still try to learn new songs. I started learning to play the kalimba, and I'm glad that a part of me is glad that I didn't pick music to pursue as a career, because I feel like at some point I might end up not enjoying it like I do still now. And I think that's something I'm grateful for listening to my parents for, that I kept music as a hobby and decided to still enjoy it even now. Okay. This game is really like I'm really feeling a connection with this game. The thing is, like, Adora took the chance to pursue what she wanted, which was music. And I'm glad she did. It's something she enjoyed, it's something she wanted to do. But then what had happened was it had caused her to push away her mom and not be able to speak with her because she was too afraid to hear. She didn't want to hear her mom say, "I told you so." And that's something, like, when you're older you realize that's not something you want to hear, especially when you're going through something rough, like, and I feel like if she had called her mom, she really thinks she would have said that. But for me, I personally think her mom probably would not have said that. There you go. Are you leaving? If I don't go now, I'll be late for my flight. You have a lot of luggage. I'll drive you to the airport. It's fine. I know you're busy. I'll be going now. Adora. A typewriter that looks like a prop from black and white film. It seems that Mom typed her stories on it. Come to think of it, that was the last conversation we ever had. I had left without looking back, determined to return only when I had succeeded. I wanted to prove Mom wrong, but that door I shut so firmly never opened again. I opened the small drawer at the bottom of the typewriter. Inside were sheets of paper and the attic key. Most of the papers were stories that Mom had written, the rest seemed to be contracts. Among the papers were a few letters that began with the salutation, "Dear Miss Lily Mayer." I picked up a letter that was filled with writing. "Dear Miss Lily Mayer, it has been some time since I last penned a letter to you. I recall in your previous letters that you have been a fan of mine for some time now. I wanted to let you know that I read the story you sent me this time as well. Please understand that I say this for your sake. I have read your works for a long time now, and they lack any aspect of exceptionality Certainly you could make a livelihood out of your writing, but I doubt the standard alone would be satisfactory for you. I understand your desire to be a writer. However, discretion is sometimes the better part of valor. I believe that your time would be better spent in another field of work. I truly apologize for conveying these words much too late. Sincerely, Lewis. Oh my god. So they told her that she's a good writer, but what she would write would just not be good enough, pretty much. Words left unsaid. It's an old school telephone. Lewis was the name of my mom's favorite writer, the writer she admired, the one who might have even inspired her to pursue writing. I couldn't begin to imagine how it would feel if someone I respected told me to give up. I imagined Mom opening the letter, hoping to find praise or encouragement, but the further she read, the greater the despair on her face. If a composer I admired had said the same to me, I wouldn't have been able to take it either. It's rough. Like, just thinking about like the person you like admired that or like inspired you to get into something that you really love, and then they say, and then you're finally able to like reach out, show them what you can do, and then they say that it's like they say you're great, you have talent, but what you have is just not enough, and it sucks. And because it's like, well, what the hell do I do now? Because like, just like Lily, she had won all those trophies, she had received so many awards, but when it came down to it, the person that she looked up to, that inspired her to get into writing, had told her that the way that she writes is good, but it's not enough. But there are always two types of people when you finally like meet someone, the person that inspires you, and they say something like that. There's the people where you let it fuel you to show them that you can be in that line of work, that you can be exceptional and amazing with the way that you are, or you let it be the reason why you stop, which is what Adora's mom did. She let it be the reason that she stopped doing what she wanted to do, what she loved to do. I mean, I'm not saying like that's a bad thing, it's just that's the two types of people that when you meet the people like that and they tell you something like that, it's either you let it break you or you let it be the reason to fuel you to pursue that dream that you really want. You know what I mean? But like I said, like Adora's mom, Lily, she chose it to let it break her. She chose to let it be the reason she stopped writing. She chose to let it be the reason she stopped following her dream. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. It's like everyone is different. Everyone has a choice to make when it comes to these things. And she chose to stop writing. So, but you know, it affected her where it made her feel like she was scared for Adora to pursue what she wanted to do. And she didn't want Adora to like get her hopes up and get hurt like she did. And I get it, you know, like she's a mom. You never want your kids to actually be hurt. You never want them to be so heartbroken, to feel that feeling of like, oh my god, like it's hard, you know? It's like when you're a parent, like you never want your kids to have that feeling because they're your kids. They're literally your heart and soul, I wouldn't want my kids to like experience, like I said before, I wouldn't want my kids to have to go through that. But at the same time, if someone who inspires my kids to do something and be the best they can be at something and then tells them, oh, I don't think you're suited for this kind of thing. And the thing is, I would tell my kids, well, what do you want to do? Do you want that to be the reason to stop you from doing what you love doing? Or do you want it to be the reason that you keep going, you know? Sometimes it's either, like I said, it's either the reason to let you keep going, to work even harder, to pursue that dream you really, really want and love doing, or you let it break you. You let it stop you and you do something else. You know what I mean? Damn, I missed a lot over here. Oh man. Okay, come on. I had a feeling I was gonna have to do something like that. Almost there. There's like one little speck not clean. It's on this button, isn't it? No. Where is that tiny little speck? I found it. Come on. There you go. Oh my god. I was like, where is it? Call recorded on February 19th. I think I'll be admitted to the hospital soon. Could you help me tidy up the house? Please. I don't have anyone else I can ask to do this. Lily, don't say that. I still have the spare key, so I'll go by when I have time. Thank you. Before you come, I'll put away things like the trophies. It's strange, isn't it? Back then, I was so desperate to forget everything. But when I was cleaning the house and saw my typewriter and all those trophies, I remembered the days when I wrote so happily. Why do we only realize how precious something is after we lose it? Writing and Adora. Lily, have you called Adora? I tried calling her 2 days ago, but she didn't answer. Maybe she changed her number. I left a voicemail, but I'm not sure if she heard it. If I were brave enough to call her sooner, would we still be in touch right now? Back then, I thought the best thing to do was give her time. A landline phone. By calling a specific date, we can hear recordings from that day. I didn't know you could do that with an old phone like that. The call was between Mom and my aunt. From her voice and coughing, I could hear how difficult it was for Mom to talk. I didn't know you can just put the date in and hear the freaking voice, like recorded messages. My family, like me and my mom and my siblings didn't have this kind of phone. It was my aunt, like in like NorCal, that had it. And I remember always just playing with it because you would just like turn it to like dial the numbers. But I didn't know you could do that. After I left home, my pride and drive to prove myself held me back from contacting Mom. All this time, I never once thought about how Mom must have felt. I didn't think that she would regret what she had done, nor did I know that she had called me. If I had just called her when I changed my number... Oh. Chapter 4. Nevertheless. This is the last chapter, I think. A letter from the past. I think this is the last one, guys. As I looked at the old attic key that I found in Mom's typewriter, it reminded me of the excuse that brought me back home. Finding my aunt's necklace. Maybe she knew everything and sent me here on purpose. I held the rusted key in my hand. It felt cold and hard, but somehow also warm. As I cleaned the key, Mom and Auntie's conversation continued. Oh, are we gonna clean as it's playing? Oh, it is, I think. I felt like I was looking at myself when Adora said that someone had called her talented. She was just like my young, naive self. It was too painful to see her talking with those bright eyes, full of hope. At that moment, I wasn't looking at Adora, but rather the child I used to be. I knew it. I was like, she was projecting because... Yeah. Aww. But then she regrets it. We only have the toothbrush, I realized, but I mean, we're only cleaning the key, so... I'm gonna lie, I kinda miss the vacuum right now. I feel like I'm gonna cry. I already started tearing up a few times already. Is that it? Oh no. There we go. I was like, where's that little piece? The attic key that I found inside the typewriter, what will I find in the attic? Maybe her mom wrote her something. The recording ended with a violent cough from Mom. I was left stunned, my heart painfully heavy. After some time, I collected myself and headed to the attic, with key in tow. The attic had always been my mom's private space. When I snuck in as a child, it looked more like a storage room than somewhere fun, so I often wondered why Mom liked using it. As if to answer that question from my childhood, I found an old desk and chair in one corner of the room. On the desk laid a necklace and a dusty journal with an all too familiar name. It's her mom's journal. If I never came back to this house and cleaned it, if I had left those mementos undisturbed beneath dust, I would have never learned about Mom's true feelings. I had a feeling that this diary had been waiting here all this time, just for me. I carefully brushed away the thick dust and opened it. That day, when Adora handed me her tape with such excitement on her face, I could see the hope in her eyes. That innocent face, certain she could realize her dream. I knew that face well. I was afraid that she would curse her wasted years and regret everything. I need to stop this now. For her sake, I chose to be harsh. I believed that her hating me was the lesser of two evils. When I started to tidy up Adora's belongings, I was able to see the remnants of her dreams in my hands. Through them, I could feel her sorrows and joys. That was when I looked back on my past, my younger self, who I had thought naive and foolish, was shining as brilliantly as those traces of Adora. I wanted to tell her my true feelings, but I can't reach her anymore. All I can do is wait. I hope you return one day, so I can tell you this. Adora, it was thanks to you that I was able to face myself again. Even though I was ashamed of my past, I was happy to see a part of myself in you. I had hurt you so gravely, yet you brought me to comfort. Yet you brought me comfort. I should have said this to you sooner. No matter what path you choose to walk, no matter how you live your life, I will always love and support you. Mom's diary ended there. After closing it, I noticed a letter laying on a corner of the desk. There was also something I thought I'd never see again. The cassette tape that I recorded my first song on. I put the tape into the cassette player and opened the envelope. The letter inside contained lyrics which seemed to accompany my song. The mom wrote lyrics for her song. Oh my god, I'm crying. I slowly recited mom's lyrics. My novice melody and her poetic verses complemented each other well, as if they had always been together from the very start. Oh. What would you do to see those lost birds once again? Looking above, your eyes danced with the dawning sky, gleaming with hope. They were clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything? Right in my dream, you're singing to the moon, the stars, even lighting up my room behind you. Oh, like I was also thinking that too. I was like, her mom's a writer. Her mom could have helped her write like lyrics for the song, because when she made the first song, she said she was trying to put up lyrics together, and I was thinking like, oh, the mom could have helped her if she supported her, or like didn't think of it that way, that she needed to stop her from following her dream. Oh, man, such a good game. Yoonjung Choi.
What would you do to see those lost birds once again?
It's a Korean.
What can I do to hear them sing?
Korean developers.
Would you walk through me those wide?
What's the actual song?
Lonely streams. If there's any chance to see them once again. Looking above your eyes.
Can we click these? Oh, you can.
Gleaming with hope, they were clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything right in my dream? You're singing to the moon and stars, even lighting up my room behind you.
It's so cool that they added it where you can like still like interact with the items. This is a cup.
Will you be back to see your lemon trees in bloom? Will you be there
Okay, it wasn't that slow like turning the dial before. Like you turn it, then it automatically goes back so you can do the next one.
and we walk through hills and towns, or run through crowded streets? If you have some time to see,
That's not enough keys though to type anything.
looking above your eyes, dance with the dawning sky.
The song is nice.
Gleaming with hope, they were clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything bright in my dream? You're singing to the moon and stars, even lighting up my room behind you.
future. The key. Aww. That was cute. I liked it. And it's fun cleaning. Oh, oh my god. It's her mom. I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed me playing it. It was really fun. It was very like, I think the main thing was the way that the dad had passed, and then the mom kind of just trying to forget everything and move on from like her dream because of how hurt she was. It affected her in a way of how her relationship was with Adora after her husband had passed, because the dad was, I guess, the complete opposite of the mom, in the sense not just like personality wise, but in the sense of he was able to keep doing what he wanted to do, because like he said, he loved music, but it was accounting that he did work for, because he couldn't live without it, because he always had an itch to work like with numbers and do math and stuff. So it's like, but the thing with the mom is like her itch was to write, but she didn't have that luxury of being able to pursue it, because the person who had inspired her to write was the same person to tell her that this is not something for you. And it sucks, because not in like just in general, like whether it's whatever you want to do, whatever you enjoy doing, and whatever you're very like dedicated to do, whenever someone who you look up to doing whatever you're doing tells you, oh, this isn't for you, like, oh, you're good but you're not good enough, of course it's going to break you, of course it's going to hurt, of course it's going to be something where you're like, well, damn, like what do I do? And like I said before, it's just Adora's mom had took it was that it was a way for her to let it break her, in a sense of that she gave up. You know what I mean? And it affected how she would support Adora, because, like she had said, in the moment that she had saw Adora be so happy and choosing to be a composer, she saw herself. Then she didn't want Adora to get hurt the way she did, but she then realized that what she should have done was support her in a way that the person who inspired her to write didn't. And I think that's the best way you can support someone, when you feel like, even if you had been crushed by someone who has inspired you, who was like your role model in whatever you do, if that person had crushed your dreams and told you this isn't for you, and you see your kids, or like someone like, that is so like happy about doing something and so committed and so dedicated to go to dream of doing something, the best way to support them is to support them and like just be there for them. It's like, of course, like you have to let them live the life that they want to live, but also don't force them to not live and experience it, because Adora needed to experience becoming a composer and not getting anything, like how her mom did with writing, to really understand what her mom was saying. I think if Adora had that support from her mom, like, like how her mom ended up writing lyrics for her first song, I feel like it would have really changed the dynamic of their relationship, instead of them ending up not talking to each other and drifting away. And I think this game just really teaches you to understand each other better, and like, I'm not a better, but just try to understand those around you, and don't assume anything. Don't assume anyone's feelings. Don't assume anyone's actions or whatever happened to them. Always try to like understand what they've been through. Like, I guess in a way, like for me, it's like, don't do things just because you experience them yourself. Don't let your experience be the reason someone else doesn't experience something. Everyone's life is different. My experiences will never be the same as your experiences, and that's just the truth, because my life is my own life to live, your life is your own life to live, and That's why I always tell like my family and my friends that I'm really close to, my girlfriend, like if you want to do something, I will support you and be there for you because this is your life. If you want to do it, you need to do these things because it's your life and I will always just be there to support you and be there for you. And if it doesn't go the way that you expected it, we'll figure it out, you know? And that's just how life is. You experience things, it doesn't go the way it's supposed to, you figure it out, you work it out. That's just life. And I guess that's something that I also learned just getting older, that life is always so unexpected. Life is never going to go the way you want it to, and sometimes it will, but a lot of the time it won't. And a lot of it is just figuring it out and living that life and experiencing things and growing from it. So, yeah, that's my TED Talk, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay for Undusted Letters from the Past. It was definitely a fun game, very emotional, sentimental. I loved it already. I freaking teared up, cried a little bit. If you guys want to experience and play the game yourself, I'll be putting the link to the Steam in the description. But yeah, it was definitely fun. I enjoyed it and I recommend that if you guys want to play it, go ahead and play it. It's definitely something I enjoyed. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.